Hello everybody, and welcome back. No, we're not going to be playing Dwarf Fortress today. I just had a brief thing to update you guys on. That, just a really quick thing that, after Eschalon Book I, I am planning to do a fortress. But I want to continue my focused, have all my attention on Eschalon at the moment. But then I was kind of thinking of, well, what do I want to do next? And Dwarf Fortress is one of those games I've been meaning to play on my channel forever. I'm going to give it my best shot. Dwarf Fortress is kind of a rough one to record in the style I do, where I don't cut anything out. I just really don't have the time to be editing large swathes of content. Usually I work like 60 hours a week and usually only have like 3 hours after I get home, 3-4 hours after I get home to do anything. And let's actually go in. This is not the world we're gonna be doing, but I had some options for you guys. Dwarf Fortress isn't set to being the next game. It could be the other choices to finish the Diablo II run, which I wouldn't mind doing as well. Other options are mainly just Dwarf Fortress related, you know. I'm kind of leaning heavily to using Iron Hand graphics. It's the graphics I've used since not since I've started playing, but I've played between the ASCII graphics and Iron Hand, you know, here and there. So I'm really good with both of them, and trying to use a new one is kind of hard because you're just used to knowing what everything looks like with the ones that you use most often. But if there's any that you guys might recommend, I'll take a look at them. If I don't like them, I'll let you know. But it's basically it on that department. Anything else? Oh, the in-game music's pretty loud. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Just a heads up, I will be using the Genesis mod. I actually tried looking up Iron Hand graphics, and I couldn't find them, so I noticed the old Genesis mod made by Dion, way back when. It's being updated by somebody else for the current version of Dwarf Fortress, and he has a couple different versions with the big tile sets. Luckily, Iron Hand being one of them. And the biggest thing with Dwarf Fortress is it's got in-game music. I have it on now, and one of the hardest things is actually having, because listening to this every time I play it might get kind of repetitive, and so I'm trying to compose. In the time I'm playing Eschalon, I'm going to try and compose a large collection of, you know, music that kind of goes with the game and all that. It's actually a lot harder than you'd think. I'm looking up like medieval kind of music and royalty-free ones, so they don't slap ads on my damn channel. And so like some medieval fantasy and stuff like that. Maybe I might not go in that direction because a lot of these soundtracks are only like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a 6-minute long one. It's really hard to find long audio tracks, and I try and keep the videos to around 30 minutes, but if that doesn't work out, we'll probably do an hour just because of how this kind of slower this game is. Slower pace, so, you know, an hour's worth might be a little better. What else? So you got your options for tile set. I could do ASCII too if you guys want to see it, but I just thought that a actual tile set might be a little bit more easy on the eyes than ASCII for, you know, anybody that wants to watch. like I said, I could play it. Maybe I could get like a slightly improved ASCII version that's got like a little better, not as hard on the eyes version or something. I don't know. What else do we have here? So, Diablo thing, graphics. Told you guys the mod I'm going to be playing. Oh, that Genesis mod, it's a little bit more difficult than standard Dwarf Fortress, at least back when I was playing it. I haven't played this in quite a while, so I'll be rusty. You guys have to give me a break. And, I don't know, I just like the Genesis mod. Dion put a lot of work into it. What else? What else? Eschalon will be continuing. I need to record some more episodes. I'll be doing that. I had a 4-day weekend this week, so I'll be recording quite a bit. I actually, when I was starting to record this, I went on a huge fucking tangent when I was actually starting to get ready to record this. And what kind of got me off track was I went in here because I was kind of setting it up where we could listen to the in-game music when I was recording, and I noticed or remembered, kind of like, you know, a little bit of both, that the in-game music had a lot of noise in it, background noise, and I had Adobe Audition open, which I use for canceling out background noise for my microphone, stuff like that, and I decided to try my hand at removing the noise. So what you're listening to now is noise-free version. I don't know if you guys were able to tell. It's a pretty big difference. There's always a little bit of alteration to the audio when you're using noise reduction, but I think Adobe Audition did an amazing job. And I didn't change anything else. I was considering maybe upping the treble just a little bit, you know, high frequency and low frequency for the bass a little bit, but I ended up just going straight as it is because it's fucking perfect. I love this song. I mean, you hear this song, you know what it is. Hell, my brother even learned how to play this on the guitar. That's how much he actually like it. That's about it. I'll probably put a link in the description for the hell of it if you guys want to get the noise-free version of the tracks. I did both files. I did the title screen and the in-game music because, like I said, the noise reduction alters it just a little bit. It's kind of really hard to tell. There is a lot of noise in the main recording that I believe Tarn did it. Played the guitar for this, if you guys didn't know. And there's quite a lot of noise, so trying to judge the two between each other is hard for me to gauge if I need to tweak anything to kind of make it better, but I was trying to scrutinize it as best I could, and it actually sounds relatively good. But I did it to both files just to be on the safe side, you know, then they both kind of have the same consistency between the two. I'll put a link in the description going to, can't remember what it's called. It's like a mod uploading site or whatever for Dwarf Fortress. It's part of Bay 12's, you know, thing. It's separate from the forums, and it's where you download all the mods from. Everybody links them on the forums to there. I did, for the hell of it, send this to Toady through an email, just in case they happen to want to stick it in the main game, but I decided to throw it on the modding site, just in case, you know, I like playing the game with in-game music. The first episode will have in-game music, so no, that's about it. if you guys are looking for to Dwarf Fortress, that's great. I've been kind of really wanting to play this game, but like I said, I've tried recording this quite a bit, and I've run into issues between recording failures. I think one time my computer actually started shitting the bed, my CPU was dying and all that stuff while I was actively recording. And I haven't even started uploading them to YouTube yet, so it's like that fortress went out the window. There was one where I like did elaborate fortress. I only got about, I don't know, I got one Z level done, had like everything mapped out, and had the dwarves start digging, and then the third level of digging, I think I misjudged and they ran into water and it flooded my fortress. And that was about, I don't know, a couple videos in. So that one was scrapped. So I just had a lot of non-success with it. And also it's just kind of slow, so I'm gonna have to try and be as entertaining as I can. Hopefully a little bit more than now, but it's getting pretty late. That took me... Taking the noise out didn't take me very long. It was just, you know, uploading it because, I don't know, for whatever reason I felt like I should. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. There wasn't really anything to enjoy. We're just looking at the screen of dwarves here. Let's order them around. And, you know, let me know what you think. I appreciate all you guys watching. And, so I do take what your opinions are into account. If you like what I do in general, go ahead and subscribe. All that bullshit. If you want to leave any kind of feedback, comment, share your opinions, or just want to say hey, I will say hey back. This wasn't a very standard video, just like all the weird update shit I do. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. More Eschalon coming, I don't know, within a day. I don't know. We'll see. Take care. Man, I hate how my voice gets like really shitty later in the day. Oh well.